we've activated, we cleaned the glass, we put suction cups on, we've activated the glass, I put the GPS sensor back on the glass. The mirror has to stay off until it's back in the car, and then we put it on. So the glass is ready to go in. Then I put activator on the glass because now I'm at the stage where I'm very close to putting the urethane on, so it was the right time to do that. Also, what you guys didn't see is when I was cleaning the glass, I also put the 2 urethane bottles that I'll be using, I'll probably need one in a bit, into the oven to warm up, because it just it flows nicer when it's not cold. So we're basically all set. Now, as I'm waiting for the urethane, I guess at this point I'm not really waiting for it. It should be ready now. You kind of time it like, so you put it in the oven in the perfect time where you're going to be ready for it. It'll be warm enough. Here is the tip for the urethane, okay? So first cut this little tab off. These are different based on what you use. I use Sika urethane. It's my favorite, and it's really good stuff. I use Sika Drive, which is a 2-hour cure time. Very, very, very high quality stuff. So, cut the tab off, put the tip on the body, and you kind of get a visual mark. So I want it to go up about 1/4 inch further than the notch is right now. So I'm going to carve a notch into this thing right where I want it. Basically, I put it on there and I get a visual to where the body is going to be flat with it, and I just go slightly above. The reason why we're actually modifying the tip for the urethane is because then the windshield will be placed on the perfect level every time, okay? Because on some cars, like let's say the Volkswagen, most Volkswagens, the plastic cowl clips in onto a molding that's on the windshield. So if you don't have it on the perfect level, you won't be able to put it back together properly. And there's a lot of other issues also with not having the perfect level. So to make it perfect, you carve the perfect notch. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Perfect notch based on the height that you need for your vehicle. And then when you apply it and you put the windshield on, it's just perfect every time. And take notes of the windshield level before you remove it. So like some of them will be sitting recessed down, some of them will be sitting flush with the roof. Take a note, then that way you'll know where to cut this notch and where to place your new one. It's these little things that make the big difference. Now I put some tape on the body. This will hold the glass in place until the urethane cures. And I'm going to get my urethane and start applying it now. This is the urethane that I use. Sika Drive. Okay, got the tip on there. We're ready to roll. So I'm standing up the urethane. And I'm slightly angling it down towards the inside of the vehicle. So when the glass pressure comes down on it, it's spewing out in the right direction so we don't make a mess coming out towards the roof. And when we come down on the pillar, it's slightly angled in the opposite way, so you don't see urethane from the inside of the vehicle. Pumping and pushing at the same time to make one perfect bead. We'll stop there and come around. And continue. when you put urethane around where the VIN number is, be careful that you don't go on the VIN number or too close to it. Make sure your angle is proper so when the glass comes down, the urethane doesn't smash onto the VIN. You don't want to block that. So, like I said earlier, it's probably a tube and a bit. Now we got to finish the bit. So when you put the new tube on, squeeze a bit of it out before you put the cap on. That way you won't have an air bubble. Otherwise, if you just put the cap on and then squeeze it, you have a gap of air. And when you get air on there, you're not going to have a perfect bead. That could make a leak happen. It's not going to be right. Okay, so I'm done, finished with the urethane. I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna grab a flat blade and the couple of joints, like I had to stop and then continue there, and then I also had to stop, continue up here, and right here is where I ended, so there's 3 joints. You grab the blade and you blend them together, so there's no air bubbles, there's no gaps, you can't get air coming through, you can't get any water leaks. It's just gonna be a perfect seal. So, let's blend it up. Okay, we're all blended. This stuff dries really quickly. I gotta get the glass in like within 5 minutes. So, 2 people is preferred to put the glass in so it's, you know, nice and straight and perfect. Unless, you know, you're kind of like a super duper bodybuilder like me. Obviously, you guys probably can tell. I'm freaking huge. No, I'm just kidding. But on a small windshield, you can probably get it in yourself. Do not struggle with it. Get help if you need it. Or you could break the windshield, put it in crooked, make a mess of the urethane. So many issues. So I'm going to do this one alone, and let's see what happens. One arm flat, the other one This one holds pressure, this one with your whole arm tapping gently down. Now, want to make sure it's perfectly level. Perfect gap on both sides. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so do not tap down before knowing and visually checking if there's any plastic touching the glass anywhere. So like we have these plastic trims along the side, sometimes there's plastic pieces on the bottom. If you go and tap it while it's resting on something where it shouldn't be resting on, instantly crack it. Now you're out of windshield, you probably don't have another one in stock, customers gotta wait, they're unhappy, you're not making money now, it's a disaster. So don't tap until you know that there's no obstruction. Then gently tap it in until you got it nice and level. Okay. Now we put it back together. Put the cowl back the way we took it off, put the wiper blades back, put the side trims on, put the mirror back on, wait for the urethane to dry, pull the tape off, clean everything, out the door. Money, 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 give me your money. Then we get paid. You know what I'm saying? Get some cash up in here. Yo, where's the money at? Know what I'm saying? Car's done, where's the money? Yo, yo, money, money, money. I've shown you how to put a windshield in, how to install it. But this is how I do it. Am I telling you guys that this is how it's done and there's no other way? No. Am I responsible for you guys to listen to my advice? Try and do it yourself, screw something up, break or damage a car? No. I'm simply sharing what I do. This works for me, and I'd like to share with you guys what works for me. Is it gonna work for all of you? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But if there's anything that was helpful, feel free to do it. But I'm not responsible for you guys breaking shit. That being said, if it was helpful, please let me know, because I don't know if this stuff is helpful for anyone. So let me know by hitting that like button, and that way I'll be motivated to make a lot more instructional videos, because there's so many things that I do and I've been doing for years that I'd like to share with you guys. Not just glass, but many other things. So subscribe for more, hit the like button if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up, and we'll keep this shit going. Peace out, till next time.